choice. I was going to say, Samus, once she gets in the air, there's really no way for her to get down, and especially against Marth, he's going to be able to just get under you and poke at you with up airs.
Just immediately, Marth is on the defense off the stage, not where he wants to be.
Ran up, got way too close with his down tilt, got crouch cancel down smash, and just not in a good spot.
And all of Samus's moves have a ton of knockback to them. They don't necessarily combo well with one another, but they can really send characters flying.
Right, and here we go. This is what I was worried about. Oh no, Vino probably could have just up tilted.
We were talking about high ground in this game.
Yeah.
And Marth is one of those characters where it's actually better when he's below you.
That kind of just let Vino recover there for some reason. We aren't seeing Vino go for many grabs, which is interesting. He doesn't really have to anymore, but Samus has one of the best crouch cancel games in the game, like just period. And Marth doesn't really have too many tools for dealing with that. He can tip or down air you when you're crouch canceling, and other than that, he has grab, and that's it.
Right, it is difficult for Marth to get kills. I mean, he's looking at tippered front smashes and up tilts to really get those kills. Up tilt can be set up with side B sometimes, but it can be DI'd. So I think Duck's an experienced player. He's probably not going to be hit by that, but the Marth might be looking for the kill off the top.
The most important thing for Vino is just get Duck in the air. Because once he's in the air, if you can just stay under and poke him with up airs and up tilts, but it doesn't work there. He gets caught by the disruptors a bit, and he does have an edge guarding situation.
There we go. There's that side B to up tilt.
It is.
But if you're relying on that, that means you've allowed the Samus to get to, you know, around
really
100, 140, 150%.
But this is one of those matches where, like, if you don't get like a throw into a forward smash, you're just gonna have to play the long game. Similar to Puff or Peach. He can, at higher percents, do like a Kent combo, but once again, it's DI dependent. And Duck, you know, he's gonna see it coming most of the time. I like how Duck is just playing the ground game so well. You know, like he's got this spacing game.
Yeah, he has it. And when we talk about spacing, we think of that most often when a character does a move that prevents him from being shield grabbed. That's when spacing is most obvious.
Yeah.
And as we've noticed throughout this match so far, the Marth has not been able to get those grabs because of how good Duck's spacing is.
Yeah, I do think that Vino has had some grab opportunities though. Not shield grabs certainly, but like right there, you know, why go for that forward smash? It's not gonna kill. Just wait, get a grab, get a forward throw or something going. There you go. Goes for the up throw, just wants to get him above him. I feel like forward throw into, you know, kind of just chase after him. Yeah, forward air, forward tilt, down tilt.
There's not much Samus can really do about forward airs just repeatedly coming out after him.
Well, one thing is if Marth does the forward air too early, Samus can just wave dash out of shield and F tilt you, or jab you. Samus's jab is actually really powerful. Not powerful in the sense of like knockback, but just very useful move. One thing I will say, Vino's recoveries have been spot on this game. He's not getting impatient. Oh, that does not kill. However, you know, Duck is getting to that point where tippered forward airs are becoming a threat. Nice, catches him. Kind of an interesting choice. I guess wanted to punish a spot dodge with it, or even just a shield.
Now you mentioned the Samus doing a lot of these wave dashes out of shield. That's something that, although it's not unique to Samus, we don't necessarily see a lot of other characters wave dashing out of shield to create space.
Yeah, I think you do see it more often against Marth though than against other characters. And,
and that's
oh no, he could have rolled up.
And that's just due to the nature of the way that Marth's front smash in particular pushes back on a character shield.
Nice, he managed to sneak under the missile and catch him with the dash attack. Doesn't really convert off of it though. Oh, counters the missile. There you go. That's what we were talking about with his ability to kind of slice through the missiles. And one thing that's interesting about it is his ground moves. If you hit a missile with them, they won't finish their animation. They'll just end. I don't believe that happens with his air. Gets caught by a forward smash though.
And there's the psychological components to just cutting through all of your opponent's missiles, basically telling them, that's not going to work on me, find a different way to beat me.
On the other hand, it can be kind of exhausting to have to focus on every single missile and time it all right. All right, we are going to Battlefield for game 2. I guess one of the things...
Yoshi's Story presumably banned?
Yoshi's Story possibly banned. Fountain of Dreams would have been an option as well, but I guess he didn't want that high ceiling. And Stadium also would have been a good option. Marth is actually pretty good on Stadium, and I think the transformations would favor him. But he chooses Battlefield.
And Samus can be kind of sneaky with her recovery on this stage too.
Yeah, definitely. And Marth's recovery, Marth is one of the few characters who really gains no benefit from this stage, or from the ledge, I should say. From the ledge,
right.
And actually, a lot of Marths don't like the stage in general because while you can forward smash through the platform, he doesn't have guaranteed tech chases on platforms like he does on other stages.
That's such a mind game, just holding on to that.
Right,
that
yeah.
beam. You know it's coming, but when is the Samus going to finally
It's always interesting to see some Samuses just love to just let it rip, and some Samuses, like
they want to combo
Hugs is
into
famous, yeah. Hugs, he just never uses it, you know? He just sits there on it and just puts the pressure on you. And I was going to say, I think that is what Vino wanted this stage for, is he can get underneath Duck on a platform and catch him with an up tilt or a forward smash to finish off the stock.
See, one of the things I noticed that Samus doing with the missiles, using the missile and also approaching at the same time, arriving at the Marth at the same point that the missile is, force the Marth into the shield to do basically whatever you want.
We did see Vino using counter to get around that, but that is something that obviously, you know, you can't let your opponent predict that. Vino he's kind of figuring out that in this neutral game, you got to be really careful about overextending. You got to just kind of focus on very well spaced forward tilts and down tilts. And kind of stick to the, kind of like Jigglypuff, where you just want to kind of poke at them and then back off, and poke at them and back off.
And he's below him. He has priority.
This is the situation he wants to be in right here. But he's not able to do anything with that grab. I like that he forward air, but then he just got too close. Samus they love to double jump with a forward air back on stage. Oh, doesn't quite get the grab. Right there, I actually think he could have just waited, and I don't think Duck would have had a good option. Oh, he tries to up-B into the charge shot. Doesn't work out.
And Duck now firmly in control of this matchup. That's so much percent to try to chew through on Samus.
Okay.
There's that up tilt kill.
Yeah, Duck does get, Vino does get a kill on Duck. It's so hard for Marth to close out a stock early against
Marth
Samus.
can actually chase with forward throw into forward air at low percent.
Right,
he's not doing that. He's sort of just throwing Samus up.
It's kind of like
hoping.
Yeah, I feel like if you mixed it up a bit, like you can even, like if you back throw and they DI into you, you can get a forward smash off of it. You just have a lot of options with your throw game. You can even down throw and just try to tech chase. But we're not really seeing any of that. He's just like, no, I just want to throw him up. And I don't think that's ever a bad thing, but I feel like it hasn't been working out too well for him. Maybe you should try something new. Oh, unfortunate. Flub on the ledge, and Duck takes it 2-0. And it definitely looked like there might have been a lack of experience there from Vino, because certainly Vino, I mean, he wasn't getting beaten on like tech skill or anything. He was
doing a lot of things really well. But it's actually that's a matchup that I enjoy to play as Marth. I think it's a lot of fun. We can get a lot of interesting mind games. Samus is just a fun character to play against. I wish more people would play Samus, because like I said earlier, you can be so creative with a lot of the different tricks with disruptors, beams, and missiles.
This should be fun.